I might get it wrong. Cough.
They're all right.
Yes, they're lovely.
They're grand, aren't they?
Oh, I'm glad we've cleared that up.
The sheep may have evolved extra horns, but another island animal is famous for having lost something. The Manx cat's tail has vanished.
One of the few things I do know about the Isle of Man is that the Manx cats have no tail. I can't tell if this one's got a tail or not because it's sitting down. But this is a cat sanctuary. Look at all your cats!
Just arrived at feeding time.
Sue Critchley has taken in over 170 cats.
Now, lots of these cats have tails, don't they?
Yes.
You're an all-purpose cat sanctuary.
We are. We just take in unwanted, homeless. This is their home.
There we go. So, Sue, what's the deal with the Manx cat?
Their hind legs are usually longer than their front legs. And then the other problem that there is with the Manx cat is the fact that he has got 2 or 3 vertebrae short in the spine. So it can actually be likened to a form of spina bifida, which can make it quite an unpleasant condition. Because their spine is so short, it makes their other organs not work properly.
But there's loads of healthy Manx cats too.
Yes, but there's more unhealthy ones than there are healthy.
Are there?
Yes, yes. And you've only got to look around here. Every cat, the Manx cat that's here, has a disorder that we're treating.
Really? What a lovely place. And I feel slightly ashamed that I glibly thought, oh, one of the things I know about the Isle of Man is the cats have no tails. And that's one of the things that we all know about the Isle of Man, that the cats have no tails. But what we don't know is that it's not a breed, it's a sort of disease, and it has all kinds of implications for the poor cats. There you go. This one's all right, though.
There's a maverick spirit to the Isle of Man that goes back centuries. In 1935, in this house, the rebellious history of the island was unearthed. A smuggler's yacht was discovered hidden in a bricked-up chamber. The boat belonged to a George Quayle who lived here in the 1790s, when the Isle of Man was at the centre of smuggling, dodging British duties and taxes.
This lovely room with George Quayle's sort of playroom above here, and look, you can see where there would have been a hatch. He drops straight down into his boat. This fireplace isn't a fireplace, apparently it was a safe behind it, and everything's full of secret stash holes here. Have a look at this. Even that's a cupboard. That's a cupboard. And this gets you right out here, and there'll be a hole there. You take the boat straight down and out to sea. It's fabulous.
The spirit of Quayle lives on, but today it's all legitimate, of course. Even with the credit crunch, huge sums of money are squirreled away in modern-day bank vaults, avoiding mainland taxes.
It's a bit of a treasure island, the Isle of Man, but it's not gold, silver, doubloons and rubies. This is the financial district, and in these buildings is housed an estimated £40 billion.
The Isle of Man is not just a great place for rich people on the mainland to bury their money.
Oh, there's a table up here.
Locals pay only 10% income tax, and businesses pay no tax at all. Internet millionaire Stephen Baggs was one man who made his fortune thanks to the low taxes here. His wealth allows him to enjoy the island's tradition of motorsports, powerboat racing and fast cars.
I used to have a Porsche 911 Turbo.
What colour?
Yellow.
Okay.
And I'm in in between cars a bit at the moment, so I'm thinking what I'm going to replace it with. I've been a bit busy for work this
Think you're getting
year.
something in the yellow line?
Yes, maybe a yellow Ferrari, maybe next.
A yellow Ferrari?
Got to spend your money on something.
I guess so, yeah, clearly. You felt like regular Joe back on the mainland who came here and sort of suddenly it all blossomed for
Absolutely.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have got where we are today by paying UK tax rates. I mean, we actually feel quite happy paying the government over here tax because you feel as though you're contributing to the island.
Right, that's interesting, yeah.
And they're not being greedy. It's just a good place to live. Freedom really just sums it up for me.
Ever since the Vikings, the people on the Isle of Man seem to have cherished that sense of freedom and separation from the mainland.
So the Isle of Man, very different from all the other islands I've been to. Much bigger, a lot more people, a lot more vehicles, all going much, much faster. It's an island of anomalies. They've got a no-tailed cat, a four-horned sheep. No wonder they've got a three-legged flag. But seriously, of all the people I've met, there's a contrast too. There's the Manx people, very proud of the beauty of the island, and it is very beautiful. And then there's the newer people, the people who keep coming up and telling me they don't pay any tax. I wonder if there's a Viking word for smug.
Before leaving, I have one last visit to make. For 2 years, Desi Robinson lived alone on a bleak and uninhabited island called the Calf of Man, cut off from the Isle of Man by fierce tidal waters.
You can tell how dangerous it is. How many lighthouses? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
It's meant to be one of the places in the British Isles that you can see the most lighthouses.
Desi took a job as warden on the Calf of Man, caring for the wildlife to escape his city life.
How it happened with me was I would come home at night, I would make me tea, I would make me fire, I'd put on the television set and I'd watch the television. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd go to work. I mean, life was just like that, you know. It was just, I was just, you know, I was doing nothing with my life.
His isolated job could have made Desi the loneliest islander in Britain, but it changed his life. When his work came to an end, he had to leave, but he still longs to return.
It was 2 years of my life, and it's still unfinished business for me, the Calf of Man. I still feel as though...
You want to go back?
Yeah.
What is it though? What's the fascination with islands? Because there is a draw to them, isn't there? What is it?
When you live on an island, you are somebody. Your identity tends to get lost in a town or a city or something like that. Whereas over there, you are somebody. You are basically your king of the isle.